Hello and welcome to everyone to this coaching call number 44. In this coaching call, we will be revising the chapter number 7, which is program life cycle and the activities. And then we will do the questions of this 10 questions from this chapter. As we covered in the last class, we made the magic grid that was very easy and very special to cover all the activities that we are doing in the all the three phases. So let's make this table again. First, make 5 columns. The first column is the knowledge area. The second column is program formulation surface activities. The third column is program planning surface activities. The fourth column is program delivery phase activities. And the last is the program closure phase activities. Why am I making this table again? If you are able to grasp this 37 activities, just be sure your 50% exam will be understood and will be clear, because eco itself says 44%, but actually all the life cycles are actually overlapping on this life cycle activities. This is a very important thing. That's why, although it is chapter number 7, but in our program we make it in the first class, so the next steps are very easy to understand. So 5 columns already you have made: program formulation surface, program planning surface, program delivery phase, and the program closure phase. Now we come to the first knowledge area. Today we will not write integration because we know in integration was all cross. So the first knowledge area would be scope. In scope knowledge area, in the program formulation surface, we have assessment. In planning surface, we have management planning. In program delivery phase, we have monitoring and controlling. And in the program closure phase is cross, is no activity. So it means that there will be no closure activity in the scope phase that we have to do. The second row is schedule. In bracket you can write the time. In the program formulation surface, we have assessment. In the program planning surface, we have management planning. In the program delivery phase, we have monitoring and controlling. And in the program closure phase, we have cross, no activity. Then comes the cost. In the cost, in the formulation surface, we have only one activity, which is initial cost estimate. Initial cost estimate. In the planning surface, we have 3 activities in the cost, which is cost estimate. Number second activity is financial framework establishment. And number 3, we have financial management planning. So in the cost, we have 3 activities in the planning surface: cost estimate, financial framework establishment, financial management planning. In the program delivery phase, we have only one activity, which is financial management. Financial management. And in the closure phase, we have financial closure. Next row, write quality. In quality, in the program formulation surface, we have assessment. In the planning surface, we have management planning. In the delivery phase, we have quality assurance and quality control. In the closure phase, we have no activity. Then we have communication. In the communication domain, in the program formulation surface, we have assessment. Then we have management planning. In delivery phase is management, and closure phase is no activity, cross. In the resources, next is resources. In the formulation surface, we have requirement estimation, then management planning. In delivery phase, we have management, and in closure phase, we have transition. Then we have risk. In the formulation surface, we have initial risk assessment, in the management planning, monitoring and controlling, and in the closure phase, we have management and transition. Then we have procurement. In the formulation surface, we have assessment, then we have management planning, then we have management, then we have closure, procurement closure. Today we are not writing the stakeholders because we know that in stakeholders there is no activity in the thing. Then there is a change. We have assessment, then we have management planning, then in delivery phase we are monitoring and controlling, closure phase is cross, and the last is information. Number in formulation surface is assessment, then we have management planning, in delivery phase we have management, and in the closure phase we have archiving and transition. So this completes your magic grid. In the everybody should check in the formulation surface we have 10 activities. Out of these 10, 8 are assessments and 2 are estimations, initial cost estimate and requirement estimation. If anyone doesn't have 10 activities, please unmute yourself. If everybody has 10 activities, just give thumbs up, then it's okay. 10 activities, 8 assessments, 2 estimates. In the planning surface, we have 12 activities. 10 are management planning, 11th one is cost estimate, 12th one is financial framework. In the delivery phase, we have 10 activities, 5 are monitoring and controlling, and 5 are management activities. And in the closure phase, we have 5 activities, 2 are closure activities, financial closure and procurement closure, and we have 3 transition activities, resource transition, risk management and transition, and information archiving and transition. So this completes your magic grid of 37 activities. Has anyone any question in this magic grid?
No, it's clear.
Okay. Now I will ask one of you to unmute one by one, and I will ask 3 or 4 questions. Please listen very carefully. If you're able to understand these questions, your chapter 8 will also be covered. Okay, chapter 7 and 8. Pradeep, now you are unmuted. Please listen to the question. You are a program manager for a program and you have 3 component projects. Okay. You are about to close your component number 1. but it still has open risks. What should you do with this component risks?
We should transition to the sustaining benefit transition team or operation team.
No, to which risk register you will transition this risk? Organization risk register, project risk register, program risk register.
I would transition to organization risk register.
Nasir Saab, where you will transfer this open project risks of this component?
Program risk management register. Program risk
Register.
register. Yes.
Mr.
Program
Azim,
risk register.
Mr. Azim, where you will transfer this risk?
It's a component. Unless component is closed, we cannot move on. So it will be still in that program register.
Program or project, I'm talking about the component. They are open risk
Yeah,
in
so
the component risk register.
yes, so it will be still in the project register. We cannot move on with the closure.
Why? Because, okay,
We are still in the delivery phase because components are always need to be completed in the delivery phase.
yes, and what is the step in the closure phase? You never close the risk. You have to transition the risk.
Yes, closure phase for the risk, we need to transition it to the organization.
Okay, now every three people have different options. Now let me explain this concept to you. Listen here. Can you see my screen? This is the life cycle. Okay.
Yes.
My
Yes, sir.
question was that this component is about to be closed or it has to be closed and it has open risks, right? Whenever there is a component, I know from the 37 activities that if I have to close this component, what I have to close is only financial closure and procurement closure, right? Whether it's a
Yes.
program or any thing, the life cycle remains the same. We're talking about the life cycle. The 37 activity we did is for the life cycle of a program of any activity. So I said the component is to be closed. So it means I'm able to close, and what activities I have to do? I have to close financial closure and I have to do procurement closure. The risk will be transitioned, resources will be transitioned, and information will be transitioned. Agreed?
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
Mr. Azim, do you agree? Because you said that
Yes.
unless the risks are closed, you cannot move forward. But no, you have to transition the risk, because in the closure phase of anything, I will only transition risk. I cannot close the risk. Agree?
Yes.
Okay. Now, when this project is to be closed, this project I have to close it and I have to give to someone. And who is someone here? Program risk register. Pradeep,
Oh.
you cannot transfer
So
to the you will only transfer to the organization risk register if I am here. Let me take the pencil.
yeah, when
Afterwards.
we transfer the sustenance, right? Benefit sustenance.
Yes, so I am here. This project risk will be I will close this component by following the 5 closure steps, which is financial closure, procurement closure, risk transition, and resource transition. And once it is transition, this project risks will go to the program risk register. Then I will continue my program closure phase. And if there will be any, now comes the second question. If I am here at the program is to be closed, I still have the open risk. Then where I will transfer the risk? Then I will transfer to
Organization.
the organization risk register. Is this concept clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay, so it is because this a lot of question will come from this concept. So you have to keep in mind the magic great activity that we have done is not for the program, but this is for anything that will go under the closure phase. Okay, so he will give you the clear cut indication that what you have to do. Okay. Now, another question. Your component is to be closed. Which of the following, and you have a lot of information for each component that is available with you. And once you will close the component number 2, where you will archive your component 1 information. Nasir Saab.
component is, you are saying that component is closed, then
Component
we
just,
have to write this information to program archive
yes.
repository.
So this component archive will be given again to the program level things.
Program.
And then once I will be going out of this program closure phase, then I will transfer this to the organizational archives.
Yes, sir.
Clear to everyone?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Now the very important thing. Once we were studying in the component, when we were studying in the PMP, we said that when we have to close the program or when we have to close the project, we have to validate the scope, right? That we have to make sure that the project has delivered the required benefits as per the project charter. We validate the scope, we go here, check the quality, validate the scope, then go out of the project lifecycle, right? Now the question will come that you are the program manager and under you have three components. The component is about to be closed. Which of the following must are the prerequisites to get the approval from the steering committee to make sure that you can proceed with the closure phase of the project? One is financial closure, close the scope, close the schedule, communication closure. What is the correct answer?
Financial closure.
Financial closure. If option he will give, in order to close the project, what is the prerequisite requirement? Validate scope from PMP will not come in this exam. So forget about the concepts at this moment, okay? Because whenever I will close the component, I have to do nothing with the scope, schedule, quality, communication, and change. Don't confuse whether I will validate the scope, I will check the quality, I will do QA, QC. Don't get focused on this thing. Whenever the word of closure will come, whether it will be for the component level or for the program level, only consider these 5 activities: financial closure, procurement closure, and 3 transitions: risk, resource, and information. That is the key concept. With this concept, your 10 to 15 questions must be correct. Is it clear to everyone?
Yes.
Yes.
Clear. So closure should only be focusing on these 5.
Yes. In any closure phase, whether it is for the component or it is at the program level, you have to look only into these 5 knowledge areas: cost closure, financial closure, procurement closure. Only these things, whether this is at the component level, whether it is either at the component level, whether it's this closure area or this program closure area. Only 5 activities will be done. And the transitions, there you will be doing risk transition, information transition, and resource transition.
Benefit.
If it is going, no benefit.
Sorry, resource.
Resource, risk, and information. This, when you are closing the component, it will be transition to the program level. Once your program will be closed, then these 3 will be transitioned to the organization level documents. End of story. Clear?
Yeah, but I have one question. Like,
Yes.
before closing, do you have to take approval from the steering committee?
Yes. Every step that we discussed that day. Let me go to the main page.
Exit criteria.
Exit criteria, number 1 thing, and whenever you have to change over the phase, you have to make a phase gate review, and that is with the phase gate review means approval of the steering committee. We discussed in the first class, and we will discuss in detail in the governance chapter. Whenever you have to go either from the program formulation phase to the planning surface, you need a phase gate review, and this is done by the steering committee. In other words, it means approval from the steering committee. When you are to close the program definition phase and going to the program delivery phase, again phase gate review. And even between the components, whenever you will start the component transition and closure, again phase gate review, approval from the steering committee. Once you will be starting the closure activities of your program, approval from the steering committee. And when you will be actually closing the program and transitional things, again approval from the steering committee. So whenever there will be a transition of the phase, go, no go decision, this has to be done from the steering committee. Whereas in the meanwhile, if during any phase I am making any health check, I'm just monitoring whether the work is going on track or not going on track, it is called as a health check. And this health
Periodic.
check, periodic health check, this is done by the program manager, and he will be reporting to the steering committee. Steering committee is not involved in the health checks. Only once you
It's
will,
only for program manager.
sorry, repeat.
It is only for done by program manager,
It
and
is
no
a
decision is taken.
yeah, it is a responsibility of the program manager to do it. If he finds any abnormality, he will inform to the program steering committee, and then they could call the meeting to make a decision. But health check is equal to the program manager, and whenever we have a phase gate review, it will be from the steering committee.
So we have to do that for every component, is what you are saying.
Yes, for every
Okay.
component, every, because we had three sub phases in that program delivery phase, which is component authorization and planning, component oversight and integration, component transition and closure. These are actually the three sub phases of every component under the program delivery phase, right? So whether it's a
Mhm.
sub phase or a thing, it has to make a transition. You see this color change. Whenever I make a color change, it means this is a phase gate review to be done by the steering committee.
Okay.
Clear?
Yes.
So in short, whenever there is a change of color coming from gray to red, phase gate review. Going to orange, phase gate review. Change of color, phase gate review, phase gate review. At the end, you make a final decision to close your program with the approval of your steering committee. Clear to everyone? Any question till now? Then after this, we covered the exam content outline. That was 35 activities. I will not repeat here because we have repeated again and again. Only two I will repeat again. Manage change in accordance with the change management plan. And I asked you to write the statement. Any type of the change will be managed as per the change management plan. And then I told you another key activity, key task 30 was manage risk in accordance with the risk management plan. And I told you to write any type of the risk will be managed as per the risk management plan. That is a key crux of the program lifecycle domain. Okay, so if everybody is okay, then let's start with the questions. Everybody can see my screen? Question number 228.
Yes.
Okay. This is the same type of question that we just discussed before. Okay, Nasir, answer. Within the above context, what will you do to transition the program? Supersoft is an organization for information technology. They have been awarded one of the most important programs with the Ministry of Finance. You are the program manager of the program, and the customer is very happy with the performance of the program. Now you are in the closure phase, and all program components have been delivered. Within the above context, what will you do to transition the program? It means that program delivery phase is already closed and we are in the program closure phase. Everybody agrees? Please unmute.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So Pradeep, why you gave option A?
I think after thinking, I feel like C would be better, but I thought benefit have been realized.
Yes, and
That
you are
means everybody approved, that.
no, now you are in the closure phase. What does it mean? Your program delivery phase is closed. It means you have already finished all your components. So in the closure
Yes.
phase, the components cannot come. So
Oh,
A is
okay.
eliminated. You cannot talk
Yeah.
about the components in the closure phase. If the components are
Yes.
still open, it means you cannot close your delivery phase. Agree?
Yes. Yes.
So A is eliminated. Transfer the program immediately to the customer since they are very happy with the program performance. This is a intangible element. We cannot consider this thing. C, Mr. Azim, why C?
because you have to present it to the committee to approve the transition. So
Yes,
you will
present,
submit some document.
right. Present the final performance report to the governance board. This is possible, and complete the transition of all program components is also not possible because in the closure phase, I cannot talk about the components. Components
It is
talk is
just
only in the delivery phase.
delivery phase.
They are already done.
Yes, it's clear to everyone. So here the correct answer is C.
See,
Right, correct. 229. So here the question states you are the program manager of within the above context, which of the following will you provide to the customer to the sponsor? You are a program manager of a development program. Now you are in the program delivery phase. Okay, it means he can talk about the components. First click, and the sponsor is worried about the current status of the cost and benefits. What document will you provide? Program performance report is possible. Program roadmap will not help. Program roadmap would be the answer if he would have asked. The sponsor is when worried about the current status of when the components will be delivered. When there is a wording of when, in that case, answer is a program roadmap because roadmap is the only document that has the milestones. Milestones is equal to when. So roadmap is not here because it doesn't tell me anything about the status. Final program report is only made once the program will be closed. If it was you are in the program closure phase, if the question was you are in the program closure phase and you have to present the final report to the sponsor to getting his approval, then the answer would be C, final program report. And D, the program benefits register. We will see in the benefits management domain if you have to see about the current status of only the benefits, what is your progress of your program, what is the progress of your program, then we have to provide updated benefit register. Okay, because benefit register will tell you I have to deliver 10 benefits, but there is no mention of cost or anything else. Okay, if there's only the benefits, how many benefits you have delivered, like a Kanban board we discussed or the to-do list. 10 benefits I need to have, 5 I have delivered, 5 are still remaining. In that sense, to explain the progress of your program, the best answer would be the updated benefit register. But in this case, the correct answer is A, program performance report. Is it clear? So we did one question, but I have told you all the 4 scenarios that could come in the exam. So this is actually 4 questions that we covered.
yeah, but performance report will also contain these benefits status also, right?
Yes, it's more detailed and more
Nice.
bigger document in the benefit register. But if in case he will only ask you about the progress of the program, let me show you one thing. So it's clear to everyone. Let me show you one thing. It's very good that you asked this question. We have this item in the eco. Mr. Azim, read task 6.
Task 6 is maintain a benefit register and record performance program progress in order to report the benefit to stakeholders by the communication plan.
Okay, in this case, he is talking only about reporting the benefits to the stakeholder. In this case, the correct answer will be the benefit register.
Yes.
Okay. Task 6 says maintain a benefit register and record the program progress in order to report the benefits to the stakeholder. Directly answer the benefit register. But in our case, here the question was talking about the cost and benefits and overall performance of the program. So the correct answer in that case is A.
This is in eco
Yes,
statement.
echo of the benefit
Task
register.
number. Task
Task
number. Task number.
task 6, task 6 of benefits management domain.
Hmm.
Task 6 of benefits management domain. This we have not yet covered.
Okay.
Okay, task 6 of benefits management domain. Okay, good. 230. Please read the question very carefully. Nasir Saab.
Yes, sir.
Option, you didn't write the option.
Okay.
Okay, your organization has been awarded the construction of a new industrial city. You are the program manager now, and you and your team are developing the business case and the potential initiation of a new program, not your program, but a new program to respond to some operational issues with the deployed product. It means which activity are you deploying? Mr. Azim, why A?
Because you are making this business case and these activities are in the formulation.
But I am not making business case for my program. I am making a business case for a new program to respond to some operational issues. And where comes operations? When the program is already closed, when the program is already finished.
Yeah, but you are not responsible for other program. Now, why you are initiating that?
Okay, good question. Pradeep, why D?
Yeah, it has already went into operation, and now you are making a new program which will address the issues inside that operation. So it's you're trying to sustain the benefit.
Yes. So let me show you what Mr. Azim said. You see, we are talking about this thing, right? So he said that you are talking about initiating a new program to initiate something which is under the operation issues. So the new program will be made here, okay? But you and your team are doing the planning activities here. So benefit sustainment is the only thing which is looking into your program, where your program manager and the team is involved, and also at the operational issues. So what actually occurred in the question was the product was already deployed, okay, and then you found an initiation. Somebody informed you that a new program has to be initiated in order to initiate or to continue the continuation of your deployed products. So you and your team are making the benefit sustainment activities here, and the planning and the budget of everything what will be done here is the responsibility of the program manager, as long as it is not crossing this line. So this is the activity of the benefit sustainment. Is it clear?
Yes, okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
If you
So
know the answer, then you can make it logical.
no, but in any case, it cannot be in the formulation. If you would have said something else, I would agree. But program formulation is never the case here, because this is your program business case. And and how you can make your, okay, where is the question? This is also from the eco. I will give you the link of this benefits. You and your team are developing the business case and the potential initiation of a new program. The program is not just started to respond to some operational issues with the deployed products. So which activities are you developing? So we are not talking about the phase, we are talking about activities. So that is in the program benefit sustainment activities. Formulation activities is only the assessments for your own program. If it was making the business case for your program, formulation activity was correct. But here the key word is new program to respond to operational issues. Under the operational issues within the program, there is no operation. So formulation cannot be in any case. Benefits identification, because you are not identifying new benefits. Third, benefit transition is in the before, and benefit sustainment is the only activity which is overlapping between your program and the operational stuff. Clear?
Yes, clear.
230. In this question, principally all options are correct, but you have to get the best answer. Okay, you are assigned as a program manager for a new hospital program. Now you are in the delivery phase and one of the components is completed, and you want to explain to the steering committee that this component is completed. How can you do that? Now, explain to them that the closure conditions of the components are met. Why A, Pradeep?
So those condition maybe I'm thinking covering all the other three.
Okay, and also you remember in the eco there was a wording of exit criteria. There we discussed that whenever you have to close something, you have to define the exit criteria. So closure of the component making from one phase to another phase depends on your closure conditions or depends on your exit criteria. A is more accurate. B, explain to them that the deliverables of the component are delivered successfully is also correct, but not the best option. Assume Y, C, explain to them that the benefits of the component are delivered successfully.
Because program is basically to enhance the benefits, so that's why I thought that.
Yes, but we are talking about the components. If it was a program, then C would be better than A. But when we talk about the components, we don't talk about the benefits, because component is like a project. In the project, we
Yes.
never, in PMP, we never have the word of benefits.
Okay.
Okay. And why D, Nasir sir?
Yeah, actually, component produced results as per our program. What we actually as per our program management, so we can tell to the
You can say
committee.
intended. Yes, it's right. But firstly, the component will produce as per the, for the component, the first relevant plan would be the project management plan, component management plan for that specific component. Then we talk about the program level. Then you can link more specifically to the program management plan. Okay. But in this, as I told you, all options are correct. But some around 5 questions will come like this, which are very near to each other. Okay, then you have to find the best possible way. So in this condition, note it down whenever you have to make a decision to close something, to when or whenever the steering committee is making a decision, like we saw, like a phase gate review, the most important thing for them is the exit criteria or the closure conditions. Then they can close one phase and go to another phase. That is the best option. Okay, so in this case the best option is A. Explain to them that the closure conditions of the component are met or exit criteria is met. 232.
Actually, D is also very good answer for that one.
Which one?
D also is very good option.
Yes,
We can
produce intended, but the point is that intended the results wording is not so in PMI. Okay, if I would say in that case, because this is coming from the very real mock question. Okay, I just put one or two questions. So we have to look at the wording also. Like I told to Mr. Azim, for components, benefit doesn't leak because in projects that doesn't have the benefits. If it is at the program level, benefits are okay. The intended results, if they deliver the intended outcomes or thing, then it will be make more sense. So results is not the proper word here. So in that case, as I told you, both all are correct, but the best option is the A. 232. This is the easiest question till now what we have done. Pradeep, please read the question.
Oh, sorry, I missed the note. Yeah.
You are a program manager of the ABC program. You completed the delivery phase and now you are in the program closure phase, which include program activities necessary to transition the program, the benefits to sustaining organization, and formally close the program in a controlled manner. Within the above context, which of the following is not included in the program closure? So in the closure phase, I have only 5 activities: financial closure, procurement closure. Financial closure is there, resource disposition or transition is there, program risk transition is there, program information archiving is there, component transition is not there. So what is not included in the delivery phase is C. Clear, Pradeep?
Yeah, I missed the note. Yeah, sorry.
Okay, good. So these type of questions will come around 15 or 20, which are very basic. Okay, very easy to answer, but mostly students give this answer in a blink of an eye wrong. So please be careful when you feel something is very easy. Please read the question 2 times. I told you in the last coaching call also, because the whole exam will not be tough. The question we did 230, 10 questions will come like that. 20% will come like this. Very simple questions. Okay. So, but that question, if you make wrong, then you are not able to pass the exam. Okay. That's the only thing. They will give you some basic questions also. So the correct answer is C. 233. Okay, Imar is a large construction company in Dubai. You are the program manager for a complex program that has 20 components. Now you are in a meeting with the portfolio manager discussing the framework in which the portfolio, program, and project management are integrated to achieve strategic objectives. Which of the following options can provide the mentioned above framework? Mr. Zim, why A?
Because all the templates and the supporting documents we can get from PMO.
But I'm asking for the portfolio also. How program level can give me the portfolio template?
But it's like a
It's
organizational level thing. The PMO is not related to project only or program. It can support all.
okay. But in PMP, when we were studying, there was a project management office, PMO. When we are
Yes.
talking about PgMP, it is program management office. It means, yes, it is common, it is available for the support, but it can only provide you the support at the program level. If you go to the PSPM, portfolio management, you will have portfolio management office. That can provide you portfolio, program, and project also. Then we go to the, you already said we have to go to the organization level, right? So that OPM is actually covering your portfolio, program, and strategies. This was the first slide that we covered in our first page. Let me show you. In the first class, this is the, let me, it's better if persons make the mistake, then we are able to go back to the slides. Can you see my screen? The question is this.
Yes.
We are talking about something which has a portfolio, program, and projects, everything. This is under the organization level. And this bubble is known as organizational program management, OPM.
Okay.
So the only thing which encompasses or which covers portfolio, program, organization, operation, means complete domain is only organizational program management, which is OPM. Mr. Pradeep and Nasis are clear?
Yes, sir. Clear.
I didn't see the slides. What you
Huh?
I don't know. This saw it.
Can you see the slide now? Now,
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
this bubble that we covered in the beginning, that is a complete organization, and that we have strategy, portfolio, program, operation. This is known as OPM, organizational program management.
Okay. Thank you.
So in this case, the correct answer is C, which is organizational program management. 234.
No, sir. Can't see screen.
Hmm.
Yes, now can see.
You can see question number 234.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So what is the condition if the, for the projects to come under a program? What are the two conditions?
Relatedness and time bound.
Okay, and in this case, what is not, which condition we are not
All
fulfilling for the program?
factories are different.
Yes. So it means that they are not contributing towards the common goal and objective of the organization. That is also one of the thing. So Mr. Pradeep and Asif, you didn't give the options. What is the
No, sir.
best?
I already give options, sir, in
A?
questions. Yes, sir.
Yeah, I submitted it.
It's clear because we are not fulfilling the condition of time bound and relatedness. This is a general thing. So whatever is general, I can manage them as a portfolio. And Nasisa, if what will be managed as a sub program, what will be the condition of the subsidiary program projects? Same. What is for the main program? Time bound and relatedness. So these type of
Yes, sir.
questions will also come in which he will be talking about the portfolio level thing. So in these slides, I have tried to cover whatever can come for the portfolio. One would be the OPM, sure, this question will come. Second would be this not dependent and not time-bound projects will be the answer as a portfolio. Okay. And if something cannot be done, managed as a program, then it will be managed as a portfolio. That's the only coverage that you have in the PgMP exam for the portfolio. 235. Okay, everybody give the. Okay, the problem here is that within the above context, what is your action? Escalate, escalate, escalate. It means something is not going fine. That is the first thing. When I read the last line and go for the option, it means something is a problem in my program. You are a program manager of the construction of a new hospital. During the execution of the program, you have identified a delay in getting resources allocated to the program component. So it means for your program, you're not able to do something which is now is getting out of your hands. So you have to escalate it. Escalate the matter to the program sponsor because he's above me is possible. Escalate the matter to the PMO, not possible. PMO will only is only at the side. He can only support me. If there was a scenario that you are a program manager and the resources are available, and the component manager wants the resources to be shared with him earlier than with component 2. In that case, who will support us?
PMO.
PMO.
PM.
PMO is
PMO will
responsible
support us.
to share the resources. So now comes a picture. The PMO is not above me. That is the first concept. If I'm not able to, if resources are available within my program, I am working within this program boundary. Then sharing here goes go to component 2, go to component 3 will be managed by the PMO. But here I don't have the resources. So I have to get from outside. So that has to be from the top thing. Clear them into the functional manager, not possible. I'm not talking about operations. Update the roadmap. Okay. If he will say that during the execution of the program, you have identified that the component will be delivered 2 months delayed, that was actually mentioned in your roadmap. In this case, what will be your first action? What you will do in that case?
Update the roadmap because it will
Yes.
change.
Yes. So when the keyword is when. If I say actually there is a delay and I need to inform my sponsor, I need to inform the steering committee, I will update the roadmap. I will say, okay, this was a milestone. Now it has shifted. This is the updated roadmap. In that case, D will be the correct option. But in this case, the correct answer is A, which is escalate the matter to the program sponsor. Clear to everyone? And one more trick in the exam, mostly if there is a sponsor in the option, the steering committee will not be the option. It will not be in the option. Normally, he will never confuse you that escalate the matter to the sponsor and escalate the matter to the steering committee. This will 99% not happen. Okay. There will be some scenarios, but in these cases, if something has to be get approval, something go no go decision has to make, that is from the steering committee. Okay. If in this case both are the options, then click steering committee. Whenever you have both options, go for the steering committee because steering committee sponsor is already part of the steering committee and it's a unanimous decision because 2 or 3 board of directors will be there. But 99% of the chance he will never confuse you between sponsor and the steering committee. Okay.
But getting the support of resources from outside is responsibility of PMO, right? Or no?
Responsible the sponsor,
Oh,
not
okay.
PM. PMO is only helping you to share the resources. He cannot arrange the
Oh,
resources for you. When we will go to the stakeholder chapter, we will see the responsibility of the sponsor. In this case, the first responsibility of the sponsor is to arrange the funds, number one, and arrange the resources for you. Then he
okay.
gives to your program. Then within sharing is done by the PMO. Okay.
And what is the role of functional manager? He's just a line manager getting the approval to release resource.
Yes, if in case no, in our PMO side, functional manager will be responsible for sustainment only. The role of the functional manager is not within the program boundary. If we say that the program has delivered the intended benefits, and now you have to hand over to some which of the two whom you will hand over or transition the benefits delivered. In that case, the option will be operational manager. You cannot give to sponsor, you cannot give to PMO, you cannot give to your program team. In that case, only functional manager, operational manager will be the correct answer in our scenarios. Okay, whenever only in the sustainment phase, the role of the functional manager or the operational manager will come. Within my program domain, they have no role. Clear?
Yes.
236. So very easy but tricky question. What will you do first? Okay.
First is risk assessment. You have to first analyze.
So where I will put it?
Risk register. Update the program.
And what is the scenario in this case? What is this thing? It's an opportunity.
Risk, yes. Positive risk.
Positive risk opportunity. During the delivery phase of your program, a program team member has reached you to inform you about the new activities that can accelerate the program schedule. It means he has identified an opportunity. What will you do first? Whenever the topic of the risk, follow the same sequence. Identify the risk, document in the risk register, then analyze the risk, then make the risk response plan. Escalate the opportunity to the steering committee would be the step. If you cannot handle your opportunity at your level, or you need some resources, for example, then you need to escalate it. Otherwise, you don't need to escalate. Create a change request, not at the moment, because it's just an identification. Nothing has actually occurred. If the scenario was just said that it is mandatory to initiate a change because the program is going to be collapsed or it has to be failed, for example, in that case, in the worst, then you will create a change request. In that case, the option will be B. Update the program schedule is not the option. When if there will be the option of when, then roadmap and schedule will kick in. Otherwise, never schedule will be updated in our case in PgMP. And update the program risk register whenever the topic of risk, opportunity, threat will come. 99% of the time, the correct answer will be the risk register. Something is happening in the risk register. Either you identify the risk, you analyze the risk, ultimately you update the risk register. Okay, so be very careful about the question of the risk. Minimum 5 to 10 questions will come for risk in every PMI domain, as I explained you before. So here the correct option is D, update the program risk register.
And this option B, if there is change request, the program manager will create change request, right? Program
Yes.
manager is responsible. Okay.
Creating a change request will be by the program manager, and approving the change request will be from the steering committee.
Steering committee, okay. Same for component level also, right? If there is change at component level, then project manager will initiate, I think.
Yeah, the project manager will initiate and he will give to the program manager. If that will be under the judiciary of the powers of the program manager, he can decide the program change, because that was escalated. The project change can be approved by the program manager. This is like a hierarchy. Project manager will create his change request, but he cannot approve it. It has to go from the above level. And the project manager only knows the program manager because he came in the program delivery phase. He's not aware of any of the stakeholders. So he will tell to the program manager. If it is only the project change, program manager can approve. But if it also change the program, if it results in the overall program change, for example, then program manager will initiate a change request, then he will escalate to the steering committee for approval.
Okay.
Clear?
Yes.
Last question for today. Very easy. Like we had the success story of Mr. Mudassar, he also said only 2 questions came, and that was only based on this. You don't need to use any calculation or formula, only the concept of CPI, SPI, or CBR. So that's why I put this question here. But I'm sure one of you maybe give the wrong question. What is CBR, Mr. Pradeep?
Cost benefit ratio.
Higher CBR is better or lower CBR is better?
Higher is better.
Eh?
No, lower.
What Nasir
That's the
sir?
opposite. If it is BCR, then it will be higher the better.
Yes.
CBR is lower the better.
CBR means cost to
Cost.
benefit. Cost is above, benefit is lower. So if it is lower, is better. It means you are in low cost, you are getting
Oh,
more
yeah.
benefits.
Yeah, yeah.
So in this type of questions, minimum two questions will come: CPI, SPI, CBR, BCR. That's all mathematical part. You don't need to do any calculation, but only spend one time to understand what he's asking. Okay. Normally by default, whatever is above one we select. This is our instinct. But keep in mind, CBR means cost to benefit ratio. Lower means in low cost, I'm getting more benefits. If it is BCR, benefit to cost ratio, it should be higher. Means in I'm getting more benefits in less cost. So in our case, the correct answer is B, which is 0.5,
B.
which is the lowest CBR. Okay. Everything clear in these questions? Anything not clear? Today was very slow because this is very important topics and very sensitive topics. And actually, instead of 10, we covered around 25 to 30 questions. You will see when you will do the real mocks, these concepts will be very helpful for you. And Mr. Breed, now you share your question. There you have the queries.
Yeah, I think most of them were covered, but I want to see a document which will explain business case, program charter, and roadmap. I
We are
don't.
we are covering this today in the strategic alignment domain.
Oh, okay, okay. Then on slide 23 of your
Of
day
which,
two, day
okay,
two,
okay,
slide 23.
I will share my screen. This one, right? Program definition, formulation activities.
So how do you identify what is input output, or there is no concept
No,
of
no,
input
there's
output?
no concept of input and output. The only thing is that the purpose why we are doing the program formulation phase is ultimately to get the business case and the charter. This will be see today. Okay, that is my objective. The main
Okay,
objective of doing the program planning activities is to get the program management plan. So what he is doing here, we are doing all these assessments. Look at this screen. We are doing all the assessments. Then it goes here. Means this is a grinder milkshake. How we make it? This is the fruits are coming. I add the guidance. I mix it. I get the business case. Once I will get the business case, from the business case I can make the charter. That's the only concept till now. What is the business case? What is the charter? Will be covered in chapter number strategic alignment domain.
okay, okay. And then I have slide 25.
Yes.
So here program planning, if you look at our magic chart,
Uh,
they don't have benefit management, right?
Yes, in the activities we don't have benefits management, but ultimately you will see that benefits management plan is existing. Right? Hello? Hello?
Your voice is not
I don't,
coming, sir.
I don't
Hello?
think we can hear him, right?
I got this. Now is okay. Can you hear me?
Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
yeah.
sir.
Okay, so in that activities we actually cover the 12 activities, but benefits, stakeholder engagement, governance plan is actually coming from the performance domains, from the main overall. Now, this program management plan has those 10, 12 activities from the magic grid. Plus, I
Mhm.
also have this, this one. When we cover the performance domains, I am making the benefits management plan here. This is also the plan. I'm making stakeholder engagement plan, and I'm making the governance plan in the governance practices. Ultimately, this
Oh,
is contributing to the program management plan. That was the reason when
okay,
I said the stakeholders, I am not covering, we are not covering the magic grid because it's a independent domain in itself.
okay, okay. And then question 28.
Of 37 questions.
Yes,
Okay.
37. Yeah.
Okay, let me open. Question number 27.
28.
28 means program definition activities usually occur as a result of this question. Can you see my screen?
Yes.
So, this question, right? Program
Yes.
definition activities usually occur as a result of. This is a very important question because today morning I had one student who specially called me to ask this question. Let me explain you. What he is asking you, program definition activity usually occur as a result of. What you feel is the correct answer, can be the answer. Program management plan possible?
No, this is the
Yes.
end result.
That is a
End result.
yes. So I need some document which is coming as an input to the definition phase, definition activities, right? So
Yes.
program management plan cannot be the option. Everybody agrees?
This is output. This is the result.
That is the output.
Mm-hmm.
Program plan is the same like a program management plan. So program, I don't have any plan here. Program roadmap, is it possible?
Because it is coming
No,
from
sir.
formulation, but
It is the
so
output of
it
the
can be.
formulation phase. No,
Yeah.
program roadmap is output from the program formulation phase. But still, it will not answer the question program definition. I need something as an input to the definition phase. And what is input to the definition phase is only coming from the organization level. Now I go
Strategic
to
plan.
Plan.
strategic plan.
DO.
Now I go here. This is a question. This is the program definition phase, right? This is my program boundary. He wants something from this area that will
Input.
go as an input according to what I will start the program definition phase. Are you getting, Mr. Pradeep?
Oh, okay. Okay.
The question is a program definition phase occurs as a result of. It means what is done before the definition phase that will trigger my program
Oh,
definition phase. So that is coming
It
something
will
from
give
here.
some justification to start a program.
Yes, right. Is it clear?
so that's outside the program
Sure,
boundary.
Yes.
because my program, my boundary is starting from the program delivery phase. So I need something which is triggering this program definition phase to start. That is only at the organization level. That is a strategic plan. And the program management plan I am getting here. Program, if you take the different color, this program management plan is the output of the definition phase. At the end of the definition phase, I am getting the program management plan. So this cannot trigger my input. If it was the other way around question, okay, if it was that program definition activities result in the formulation of which of the following document, then what was the correct answer?
Program management plan.
Yes. If it was opposite question that once you finish the definition phase, what you get, that is a program management plan. And once what is triggering the starting of the definition phase is a organization level thing, which is a strategic plan.
Okay. Okay.
Clear?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Next.
Next, I think question 4 from those.
This one?
No, no, no. The other eco
Eco?
question.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay, okay, eco. This one?
Yeah.
Okay, you are the program manager for the construction of the multi-story building in New York. The program consists of 8 projects and 12 subsidiary programs. Program management plan has been approved. It means your program definition phase is completed, right? That is the first indication. You are now in the program delivery phase and many risks have been identified. Okay, you notice that the project managers report the risks only to the other project managers and not to the program manager. Subsequently, the risks are not handled at the appropriate level. Which of the following can avoid this type of the problem? It means everything is done at in a broad sense, but nothing is coming up. That is the root cause.
Escalation, I think B option.
Yes. So, Mr. Pradeep, what do you think about A?
I was thinking governance plan.
Okay. The governance will only tell you how you manage the things at program level, at one level. This is governance, because in PMP we are doing monitoring and control for my components. But when I come to the project, the program, he will tell me what you do, how you do strategic alignment, how you will do benefits management, how you will do stakeholder engagement, how you will do the all the closure phase. This is the governance part. But he is not telling you what is in the width, up and down. Okay, we will cover this in chapter number 6 also. But at this moment, whenever the scenario says you that something is going here and you are not able to perform at that level, whether it's a program level or the project level, then you have to escalate it. Like the question we did before, the program manager was not able to handle, he will escalate to the program sponsor, right? So same is a problem
Mhm.
here. The project managers are managing the risk among themselves but not communicating or going up to the program level. Ultimately your program is suffering. Why? Because these projects are the components of your program. If your projects or components will fail, ultimately your program will fail, right? So in this case, we have to make sure that you develop escalation policies and procedures. I will show you from where this is coming. This is coming from the eco directly. Let me show you from where. Yes, sorry, monitoring and controlling. Let me check 1 minute. It was okay. Read task 7. Sorry, I was doing the read task 7.
Establish escalation policies and procedure in order to ensure risks are handled at the appropriate level.
Okay, this is coming from the governance, but I put it here. Why? Because of two things. We said every type of risk will be managed as per the risk management plan, right? That was my task 30.
Mhm.
But here it's not talking about which type of risk you are managing. The problem here is that we are not able to solve at that level. So that is a generalized thing. And in that case, we need escalation policies and procedures. How you will escalate it.
Okay, okay.
Clear? Next,
Next, I think 113. Question 113.
question number 113. Okay. Which of the following options? This one?
Yeah.
Documents the intended direction and benefits of the program. This we will cover today.
Oh, okay, okay.
Program management plan and roadmap. The key word here is the direction. Whenever the document that will give you direction is a roadmap. End of story.
Oh, okay.
And
Then
benefits of, yes,
121, last one. Yeah.
you are a program manager for the construction of a new hospital. During the execution of the program, you have identified a delay in getting resources allocated to the program components. Within the above context, what is your action? Escalate the matter to sponsor, escalate the matter to PMO, escalate the matter to functional manager. You escalate this is what we covered just now. Question. What is the correct
Oh,
answer?
yeah. Yeah, I think A, right?
Yes. Correct answer
Okay.
is A, because you are not able to solve at your level and you're not getting the resources. So whenever something is you cannot control anything, escalate it. Sponsor or the steering committee. And if it
Yeah.
was that during the execution of the program, you are having the problem to get the resources, shared among your component, share the components, share the resources among your components. In that case, the correct answer will be PMO.
PM.
Yes. Any other question?
Yeah, I think no, that's it. Thank you.
Okay, Nasir Saab, any other question in chapter number 7 or from these domains, which is concept which is not clear or anything you want to explain?
No, sir. It's okay.
Mr. Azim, any question which is not clear?
Not clear.
Okay, now I will ask any of you to conclude this from this graph. How you will explain this thing to me? Mr. Azim, please you explain about this from the life cycle activity that we have done from this drawing on from this picture only.
So basically, the organization has vision, mission, and then they have some strategy. Based on that, we initiate a program. The first phase of the program is program definition phase. It has two sub phases: program formulation sub phase. In this phase, we get roadmap, charter, and business case. Business case is the first document which basically justifies the program. And then in the planning phase, we get the
Wait.
program
In
road
the form
program.
in the formulation phase, also explain what are the assessment activities and estimations that you are doing in order to make business case,
Yes.
charter, and the roadmap.
There are
That business
okay.
case is
There
the
are ten
second step. First,
activities.
yes.
10 activities in program formulation surface, out of which 8 are assessments and only 2 are initial. One is initial cost estimate, and in the resources we have resources requirements identification
Estimation.
estimation. Then comes the program planning phase, sub phase. Here we have to basically 12 activities, out of which 10 are management planning, and then we have in the cost we have financial framework, and the other one is cost estimate. So this covers the 12 activities for program planning surface, and the end result is basically program management plan. Then at
Yes.
the component level, we have delivery phase. In delivery phase, we have to initiate, authorize, monitor and control, and also close the component. And after that, is the program. We have 10 activities, out of which 5 are monitoring and controlling, and 5 are management planning. Not planning, management activities.
Yes.
In which we are actually doing the work. And in the closure phase, we have 5 activities. 2 of them are closure, financial closure, and procurement closure, and 3 are transitions, which are having information transition, resource transition, and risk transition. So these are the 5 activities for closure phase. And after closure phase, we have to hand over the project to the organization, and that's it.
Good. Excellent. Anything, Mr. Pradeep, you want to add in this summary conclusion? Or how you understood this thing? You explain in your own words.
Yeah, only thing I would add is in delivery phase we can transition components one by one, that is possible, and transition to benefit sustainment.
Or you
So
can,
benefit
the
transition.
I would like to say the correct wording would be that every component can deliver the benefits individual of other components. That is the benefit delivery phase. That is under my program delivery phase. And the benefits will be delivered as per what document? As per which document is telling me when I am delivering this benefit from this component. This
Roadmap.
Benefit management plan.
no roadmap.
No?
I'm
Roadmap.
talking about when you are getting the
Oh,
delivery. You can say that as per the roadmap, we can deliver the benefits of every component whenever they are ready, irrespective of other component, as per the roadmap. Tick, 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 tick.
right. And I would add only one activity, which is just benefit sustainment
Hmm.
planning occurs, which is responsible. Program manager is part of it, right?
Program manager is responsible to make the benefit sustainment plan and the budget planning for that, but the doing the benefit sustainment itself is not the responsibility of the program manager. And keeping view that in the whole exam, this question will surely come. Program manager is responsible to do everything other than benefit sustainment of the out benefits itself. Okay, just be careful about this thing. Next.
Yeah, and then program stakeholder engagement happens throughout the life cycle of the program.
Program. Right. Nasir Saab, what do you want to add here before we close this coaching call? Because this is a very long and important concept. Or it's better, Nasir Saab, you explain this picture to us, this summarized performance domains.
Yeah, thank you.
Can you see my screen?
Yes, I can see, but it's. Can you make it large?
Okay, okay. What we discussed, phase gate review and what we are making this thing, please explain in your words, and then overlap with the performance domains, 5 performance domains.
Yeah. So I define all the phases of the program here. First one is program definition phase. Second one is program delivery phase, and then program life cycle.
Program
In
closure
program
phase.
delivery phase,
No, not life cycle, program closure phase.
yeah, sorry, program definition phase, program delivery phase, and program closure phase.
Yes.
Okay. So in program definition phase, uh, so one is the subphase program formulation phase, and second is program planning phase. In program formulation phase, we make three documents: business case, program charter, and program roadmap. So then we make program planning phase, and we cover here. We make here program management plan, how we
Yes.
will manage our program. Then we move to the program delivery phase. We have different components, and each component have its own life cycle planning, uh, and then integration, and then transition, and then closing.
No,
So
no,
each
please
component
wait,
have its
please
so is
wait. In the program
yes.
delivery phase, every component has three subphases, which is authorization and planning. Please say the complete word, because if he will ask you about authorization, then you are confused. Authorization means
Okay.
initiation. Authorization and
Okay, sir.
planning. Second subphase is oversight and integration, which means execution and monitoring and control. And the third
Yes, sir.
subphase is transition and closure. In this, the most
Yes, sir.
important thing is to close the component itself in the delivery phase. So whenever he talks to you
Okay, sir.
about the three sub phases of the program delivery phase, okay, because I was telling the component, but the actual wording of, like every time we say the program definition phase has two sub phases: program formulation sub phase and program planning sub phase. Similarly, program
Okay.
delivery phase has three sub phases for each component: component
Yes,
authorization
sir.
and planning, component oversight and integration, and component transition and closure. Proceed.
Yeah. Then we have program closure phase, uh, where we will close our program. Uh,
And in the
and
middle,
and
if you want to report the cost and benefits to the stakeholder, which document will you present?
cost
Performance
and
report.
benefit
Performance
performance
report.
report, program performance report.
Yes. Now go down to the benefits management domain. Explain this.
The benefit identification. We have
Where you will put
ben,
the benefits.
first one is benefit
And
identification.
where
We
you
will
will
identify the benefits in
input
benefit
in.
register,
Yes.
benefit register,
Yes.
and then we will analyze the stakeholders, and
No.
then
First you will go to the only explain this benefits. Then you will do benefit analysis and planning. And which document I will
okay,
get when I'm doing a benefits planning? It will be the benefits management plan that I will make for
benefit
every
management.
component.
Yes, yes.
Then
Then benefits for every component. We will write benefits from every project,
yes, and then we can deliver the
and then
benefits as per the
and
roadmap.
deliver, yes, and deliver the benefit to as per the roadmap.
Then
Yes. Then we will transit these benefits to the
mhm,
program from component to program,
yes,
and then uh, all the benefits from the program transition to the organization.
yes, and I would like to advise again, if there is any, when we are doing the component closure, if there will be any open project risk, it will go to the program risk register. If there will be any project documentation or information, it will go to the program archives and program transition. If there are any
Yes,
project resources, I will transition to the program. And when I will close the program, if there are any resources, I will transition to the organization. If there are any open program risks in the risk register, I will write them in the organizational risk register. And if there are any information at the program level, database, lesson, I will transfer to the organizational archive and organizational repository. Good.
Repository.
Now explain the stakeholders.
Now, then we will analyze stakeholder phase. First, we will identify the stakeholders. Then we will write them in stakeholder register.
Yes.
And then, yes, sir?
Yes, continue.
Okay. In stakeholder register, then we will make stakeholder engagement plan. We'll plan them for their engagement. And then we will communicate with stakeholders
throughout the life cycle.
For any kind of communication plan.
We will engage the stakeholders throughout the life cycle, and we will communicate with the stakeholders throughout the life cycle. And what is in the
life
governance?
Cycle of the program?
Yes. What is in the governance?
Governance practices, we will make like our policies and procedures to
put in
govern different things.
And put in the governance plan, and we will get a governance plan.
Put in the governance plan, yes.
Yes.
And this will also be goes on whole life cycle of the program.
And the governance will be done, means monitoring and control will be done throughout the program life cycle. And who are those governance roles? What can be the governance roles? Who will do the governance? Who will do the governance?
Who will do the program manager will do the.
Who else?
Sponsor, steering committee.
Program manager, sponsor, steering committee, and
project manager.
Key stakeholder.
Project managers. No, don't use the word of key stakeholders, because key stakeholders, sponsor, program manager, project manager, and your program team are your key stakeholders. Okay. So in the option, never use the generic words of stakeholders or key stakeholders. The governance, key governance roles are program manager. He has the responsibility, but he is not accountable to make any decision. Okay. So it means if we see in a logical way, I have a program manager who is responsible to do all the things. Then to make a decision, I need someone from the governance who can make a decision, who can give me, who is accountable, who can give me go, no go decision. And that is a sponsor or a program steering committee. Okay. And then I need some governance who is controlling under me. For example, if I'm a program manager, I cannot look at all the domains by myself. I have to have my team under me. These are the project managers or the component managers. This, if we think a bit about the logical thing, is very easy to understand. Okay. Program manager is in the middle. What he cannot handle, what he cannot decide, he needs something at the top, which is sponsor and the steering committee. Something, all thing he cannot do by himself at this level. He has to go deep. So that's why we have component managers and the program team. And these are 5 your key stakeholders that we have here. And at the end, the benefits sustainment will be done by your organizational managers, operational managers. So that covers your comprehensive, complete view of all the 5 domains, including the program lifecycle activities, echo of the program lifecycle. Anything which is not clear till now? Everything okay? And I would like to say that this, the thing that we have covered in this class is actually minimum 50% of your exam, real exam, 50% of your real exam. Okay, so a very interactive section. I am very happy that everybody contributed to it, and I thank you for this, and see you in the next class. Thank you very much.